toxic assets really the best way to do it? My next guest says, no way. He's Bill Bartmann, the former CEO of Commercial Financial Services. Front page, and there is his book, the author of the upcoming book, Bailout Riches. That hits on, Bill, what our last guest from UMB, the bank, was talking about. Bill, front page of the Wall Street Journal. Now the talk is you do a 1-2 bad bank to buy up toxic assets and then guarantees on future losses, guarantees insurance by the government. Do you think it will work?
No, I don't. Dagan, and good morning, firstly, and to you and Brian, and thank you for having me back on. No, I don't think it's going to work the way they're proposing it. And the way they're proposing it is they want now 8,300 banks to enter into essential one-on-one negotiations to find out what the right pricing is for that bank's individual toxic assets. That's never going to work. That's going to either set pricing way too low or way too high, and pricing that's inefficient obviously can't work. What we need to do is go back to the old FDIC/RTC model where we let Charles Darwin rule. We said, okay, we'll set the standards of what a healthy bank is, and if you can muster up to that standard, fine, we'll leave you alone. If you don't make it to that standard, we will force a merger, an unassisted merger, or we'll close you down. And when we close you down, we'll take your good assets, we'll put them on the street for one of your competitors to come and purchase at 100 cents on the dollar, not some discounted price. And we, the FDIC, RTC, will take your bad assets, these toxic things that nobody knows how to price in an uncertain market, and we'll put them in a liquidation program where we, the government, can literally parse them out to society and to the business community over the course of several years.
Bill, you're essentially, just to sum it up, you're saying some banks will fail, they need to fail.
Right now, we have 8,300 banks in this country, and there would be nothing wrong with the United States if there are only 4,000 left a year from now. We had 12,000 banks when we started the mid-'80s, and over the course of that 10-year cycle, 2,500 banks failed directly. Another 1,500 banks ended up merging and closing. So, to think that we have to maintain 8,300 banks is idiotic. There isn't a country in the world other than the United States that has 8,300 financial institutions inside its borders.
Bill, I agree with you, and I agree with you. And my argument about the bonuses is not that we should prop up the banks. The point is they've already been propped up, so we need to move on. We can't play, halftime quarterback. However, what if that bank is a primary dealer with the Fed? Does that make a difference?
To me, it does not. We are going to suffer a consequence no matter what we do, and there is no perfect plan. There is no painless plan. But what we should do is exactly what the gentleman from UMB said. First loss, best loss in the banking industry. That's a mantra that every banker has learned from B school all the way up, and yet they're not practicing it. Right now, we should shut down the unhealthy ones, do shotgun weddings, merge them off, not buy their assets from them, take their assets after they close.
Bill, the plan that is being floated, at least in the Journal today, as it's taking shape, will it fail? And what is the fallout if it does?
Well, I know we can all have predictions like we can for the Super Bowl. My prediction will be that it absolutely will fail, and it will create utter chaos. It will be then the third trip to the well for us taxpayers to subsidize an institution that can't regulate itself. I mean, that's just bad policy. It's bad philosophy. Whatever happened to the American spirit? Well, we're supposed to be responsible for our own actions. Here we are artificially propping up an institution that can't tend to its own affairs. I mean, we just heard from a gentleman from a bank who's running it well, running it efficiently, making money, lending money to his citizenry, and now we're subsidizing all the people who made bad decisions.
Bill, we got to go. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you, as always. Bill Bartmann, author, Bailout Riches, the upcoming book. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Thank you.
We have a nearly $1 trillion stimulus plan.